Friday, August the 13th, 1:19 p.m. Mountain Time. Hello, everybody. Come on in.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Debbie. So Debbie and I were just talking in the green room for the last few minutes because we've had quite an interesting week energetically. And so we apologize for the delay if anybody was waiting for us. We're happy to be here today. It is Friday the 13th. And we started this week with the card Archangel Uriel. Now, we were going to wear red today, but I felt strongly guided to wear orange. And I'll tell you why. Even though Archangel Uriel helps you with the next best step, as energetic beings, I was feeling a lot in my lower three chakras.
Yep.
A lot of feeling safe, connected with Mother Earth. My sacral chakra, which is our orange. So you've got your red for the roots, your orange for your sacral, and your yellow power center. And so in between all of them is the orange. And so Debbie changed. She was in a beautiful hot pink. God, you looked gorgeous. And you look equally beautiful in orange. So thank you. We are matchy today. So tell us who's here so that we can acknowledge you. And maybe I'll let Debbie talk for a few minutes while I go and check and make sure the technology is working. Hello, my dear Shine sister.
Hello, baby girl. How are you?
How is I'm always better when I'm with you, sister.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it? I mean, these Fridays that we get together is just like, it's like having coffee, right? Like having our own little coffee break. Even though we're not drinking coffee, I'm drinking my Waterloo and you got your water. But it's just that feeling, right? We get to come together and congregate with women is usually who we attract. And you and I usually come together before we come on and we kind of get the energy flowing for us to really show up and shine for all of you guys. So we just appreciate all of you guys showing up each and every Friday with us. And we're excited that we're consistent, that vacations have been complete and we're here and we're shining and ready to go.
Hi, Manette. Manette got a new car 2 days ago, an electric car. It's beautiful, not as beautiful as Manette, of course, but it's very beautiful. Congratulations, Manette. So that's who I see that's on live with us right now. I don't see anybody else, but I'm sure people will pop on as we're live today. It is Friday. It is a gorgeous day here in Canada, and I know in Phoenix it's always gorgeous there.
It's actually quite humid right now. It's not bad, but it's humid. This morning, I was going to open up the glass door, my sliding glass door to the backyard, and it was 79 degrees, which is beautiful, right? But the humidity was so heavy because we've had a lot of rain, which is fantastic for our desert landscaping and our desert, just our animals and everything out there. But what it does is it creates a very heavy, warm air. So it's almost like sometimes when you're out there and you're walking, you're like, you're like trying to catch your breath and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's cooling off, which I'm really excited about.
Oh, that's good. Hi, Roseanne. Oh, Manette says it's 41 in Montreal with the humidity. Oh,
what's
God.
41 for here? What's that's Celsius? What's that in Montreal?
41 would probably be, well, you guys were 46 the other day. Okay. So that would probably be like your 114. Yeah, that's hot, Manette. Yeah, my God.
That is not my favorite. I'm just glad that summer's almost over. Do you look forward, speaking of orange and being in our sacral chakra today, which I absolutely love being in, and I was in my pink one going for the whole yin goddess because I could have wore the pink, right? Because we're going to talk about goddess, we're going to talk about our yin, we're going to talk about our femininity. We're talking about Archangel Uriel. So lots of little things we're going to talk about today. But I felt strongly that I wanted to match you. So I threw on my coral orange. And I'm really glad that I did. I feel very powerful right now. And I love how we both look together. It's super fun.
I know. And it's interesting because in mentoring this morning, when I explained a little bit about what's going on physically with me and the situation, I was reminded of that taking back your power exercise. And so I'm going to be very mindful this afternoon. I'm going to do my meditation as you guided me to, and a few other things, probably journaling. I got to take a little bit of time to really tap in to what Miss G is needing. And absolutely, you know, like you said yesterday, going out to the forest, it really was, Debbie. It's so amazing because I had to go to this small town outside of Calgary, and it looked like regular landscape. You go over this little bridge, over a little creek, and it was like being in Once Upon a Time. Wow. It was like being in a fairy tale. And I kept expecting a dwarf after Paulo had said, you know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm like, yeah, that's true. It is like that. Like you can see where writers got their inspiration from, because God is so magnificent. Or if you don't call that source God, please forgive me. I do. And so, you know, you can insert whatever name that you need to. But for me, I was so grateful. I could feel the shift in the energy. And I said to Paulo, like, even though you aren't, you know, an energy worker, I said, come on, you need to, you must feel something. And he's like, absolutely. He even used the word magic. It felt magic.
I was just, that word just popped into my head. I heard magical is what just popped in when you were talking about it, because I can imagine how great it felt, the two of you being out there, getting out of the house, being together, being in nature, and then finding something that nature created on its own. And you were able to connect with that energy.
Well, and you know what he kept saying? Like, how do all these trees maintain, like, it was so green, and there was so much, like, you could see little birdies and, you know, like butterflies and spiders and, you know, all kinds of, we went down a wrong path for quite a while. Like, we did a lot of walking yesterday. My poor legs were so sore last night in a good way. Yeah. I'm recuperated this morning, but all that walking. And then I said to him, we should have, actually, he said we should have brought bear spray. I didn't think, because I heard that it was 3 minutes away from this Cochrane Ranch house. But I was like, oh yeah, next time, like, we need to be prepared. We didn't bring our water bottles with us. Like, we are amateurs, right? We're not hikers. Yeah. We enjoy going on little walks, but I mean, you need to be really careful when you're doing things like this. And I'm so glad that we didn't see a bear, but you could see, you know, I think they call it scat, you know, not bird poop, bear poop, things like that. And so I was like, you know, if one came, do I even remember being bear aware, right? They tell you lay down and pretend that you're dead. But I mean, I'm in so much fright or flight lately that I'd probably die.
I'd probably think I could talk to him or something, like, hi, bear, how are you today?
Right? It's not Yogi the bear.
I know. I think I would be in such shock. I don't know how I would handle it. Would I talk to him? Would I run? Would I fall? Would I sleep? Would I act like I'm dead? I'm not sure what I would do, honestly. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, Ginger. Hi, Rosie.
So good that everyone is here. Can I share something? Because today's the 14th.
Please do.
I mean, the 13th, which in numerology, 1 + 3 = 4. So we like to break that down. And I just wanted to read a little angel message. I follow angel numbers, and I thought it'd be fun to just kind of share that little message, and then we'll jump in and start sharing some of our other messages. But it says, when you see the number 4, the angels are confirming that they are near you and want you to know that they are ready to assist you to make your dreams come true. Know that the angels always hear your thoughts and prayers. They are surrounding you with love every day. The angel power word is answers. Your angel number also contains 13. An ascended master is with you, and they are going to deliver the answers that you require. You're about to receive an ingenious download that will highlight a solution or steps necessary to shift a situation that has been stuck. A positive breakthrough is on the horizon.
Beautiful. I claim that. I'm open to receiving.
Yes. Everyone say yes in the comments if you claim that, as Giuliana and I do. I love those angel number apps, especially when they're powerful like that and they give you different meanings and they break it down if it's a 4, the 13, and what those stand for. And I love that message because we're talking about Archangel Uriel, right? Yeah. And how Uriel helps us transmute negative energy or transmute negative emotions and feelings and worries and doubts and fears, right? And so that and being on the 13th of all days that we're choosing to do this, I don't even think we even thought about that. Did you?
No, I did not at the beginning of the week. I just felt strongly guided because, in my personal life, it's been very interesting. And so, it's a reminder that we have this support. And Mondays I work with Uriel. So I wanted to honor him and myself and our group by sharing Archangel Uriel, whose name means fire of God. God is light, or God's light. And Uriel is the archangel that illuminates situations, gives prophetic information, and like Debbie says, offers transmutation and helps with insight. Like seeing the bigger picture. I've seen so many hawks. Even yesterday, I've been seeing so many hawks. And that was exactly the advice that my mother also gave me yesterday when I spoke with her, was to take the high road. And I said, Mom, like my entire life, I've always had to choose the high road. And I said, why is it that people feel like they can just bully me and I'm the one that needs to know better? What if I just want to say, F you?
Yeah.
I'm human.
I mean, you have that right as well.
Right, Deb?
We have that right to say F you, right? But the thing with it is, though, is are we going to feel good about it?
Right. And you know what? The other thing is that with this particular situation, that this person pushed my buttons. And so, of course, I'm human. And I said things like, you're such a bitch. And she said to me, oh, I wonder what your following would think if they saw this conversation. Well, I thought, you know what? You're not going to do that to me. The next day, this was a couple weeks ago, I did a live and I shared the situation. And we don't need to get into it now because I don't want to give it any power. However, I thought, you're not going to threaten me. Anybody who knows me knows I'm human. I've never claimed I'm perfect.
No.
In fact, I know my imperfections more than anybody on this planet. I know me. And I know I'm imperfect and perfect to God. And that's why I stay so close to God. And that's why this angel, because he's also about peace, clarity, peace, vision, problem solving, new ideas, writing, study, and tests. And so, this is why Archangel Uriel was so strong of a vibration at the beginning of the week. However, I didn't feel guided to wear the red today. I felt guided to the orange because of really, when you think of the root, it's your safety. Your sacral is that family center. That's where I had the cancer. For me, it's where I need to do my work. And my power center, it's all intertwined. It was like everything was feeling threatened. My creativity, my power, my safety. And so I felt guided to wear orange, to wear the infinity symbol, to really just show up in my humanness, recognizing that I'm energy, and Debbie is supporting me. And that's why we were a little bit late today, because she was nurturing me and guiding me and mentoring me in, you guys, when you tap into wanting to ask the angels for help and continuing to want to shine out in the world, you need to tap into what's going on and how am I going to fix it?
And sometimes we have to speak outside of ourselves to someone that we trust.
Yes.
In order to hear it, because we need to get it out and hear it. And when we're hearing it back to ourselves, we start getting epiphanies and we start getting the answers, which was at the 4, which is the 13, right? Getting answers. It's all about finding and knowing that you're safe in talking about these situations, knowing that you're in a trusting relationship, and that I will only give feedback that is supportive, and you only give feedback to me. That's
right. You're not judgmental. That's what I love about, I mean, there's many things that I love about you, Debbie. And the biggest blessing is that you have this deep wisdom without judgment, because you tell me things that I need to hear without the judgment. Like even with Paulo Jr. or Paulo Sr. or whatever's going on in my world, you'll give me that advice and I don't feel judged. Like I just feel like you're nurturing. And I think I reciprocate that too. Or
you
at least
do. I feel like that's why we come together as the Shine Sisters, because we do have that relationship and we do have that commonality, that we know that we are here to support each other and to support other women, and so they can go out into the world and they can feel loved and supported and seen and heard, because those are the things that we have sought in our own selves and we found in each other in our friendship. You know? I wanted to share real quick, because you did choose the sacral chakra. And so I went and I just searched like sacral chakra affirmations. And I just wanted to say a couple of them to see if they resonate with anybody. But it says, I deserve to enjoy life.
I deserve to enjoy life.
Right. I'm peaceful inside.
I am peaceful inside.
I deserve sexual pleasure.
Ooh, I deserve sexual pleasure. It is Friday.
I will not allow, this is huge. This is a biggie. This one just popped out at me. I will not allow anyone to violate my boundaries.
I got to write that down, sister.
That one's a huge one. I think that's why it was brought to my attention, because we deserve to enjoy life. We are truly peaceful inside. And I will not allow anyone to violate my boundaries. And that's what orange is bringing. That's what the sacral chakra is bringing today. That's what Uriel helps with, that, right? Is help set boundaries. I love that. It's so important that we utilize these tools that we have, and whether it's angels or chakras or numbers, prayer, meditation. I was talking about this today on my Instagram. I don't know, I did a story or a live. I'm just practicing. I'm kind of silly at it a bit right now, and it comes all choppy, but I felt so strongly about this. And I love that when you called me, you were wearing orange and you're like, I'm, the sacral chakra. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know you were doing that. And how interesting how I was getting hits on this today. And I just love the synchronicity of life. I just love it so much, how you tapped in and I was tapping in, but we didn't talk about it. We didn't know.
No, because the other day you said, let's wear red. Like, okay. But then this morning, I'm like, I'm not feeling the red. Like, I need the orange support. And when Sunny said this morning, you need to do the taking your power back, because I explained the situation. And when you're vulnerable and you share in that safe container, then Patty messaged me and she said, you are a love. People who know me know my heart. Yes, I'm imperfect. Yes, some might see me as a bitch, and I'm not. I might.
It's a perception. It's a reflection of their own experience.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with women.
It's an opportunity to learn and grow, heal and expand and overcome and shine in spite of another person's reflection of that. Okay.
What we are responsible for is how we react. We are not responsible for the words that are or actions that are happening to us. We are only responsible for how we handle it and how we react. And then we
and you know what?
Answer to that.
I was reminded the other day that I can be kind and have a boundary. And it doesn't mean that the other person deserves more kindness than I do. And that's when she threatened me to say, I wonder what your followers would think if they saw this conversation, because I called her a bitch. But you know what? She was, in that moment, she was being a cow. She ended up apologizing because she was in the wrong. And anybody that had a brain would understand where I had been coming from that day, but instead she was already in attack mode. And for some reason, I'm still easily attackable. And that's where I need to fortify my power center, my sacral, my divine feminine. And I find it fascinating that it's Friday the 13th, and 13th is the goddess number.
Mm-hmm.
And we've both been strongly guided by goddesses over the last few months. And next month, I'm teaching on a powerful goddess, White Tara, who's all about listening to your body. And I even said to her this morning, Tara, that's enough of this freaking hair loss. I will tap back into my body. I'm drinking my water. I'm taking so many remedies right now that I just thought, I don't know. How much more can I do?
Well, until you get the result you're looking for, I say just keep on going, keep trying something different things, and and maybe take one off that isn't necessarily working as well, and see it add something in, and
that's what I'm doing, right? I've got my faux tea brewing right now.
Sometimes it's trial and error, just like with doctors. They're always doing experiments and trial and error. So we kind of have to test that out on ourselves, just because it's so hard. Because our chemistry is so different than, what works for one person doesn't work for another. It's just like a diet, right? One diet works for me and one diet works for you. So it's just like remedies, you just have to, everyone has advice and opinions and experience, but you have to truly, I love the whole muscle testing, asking your body, is this correct for me right now? And if it's a pullback, then it's not.
In February, I don't know if we talked about this, but do you remember when I got that rash on my back in February? And it was diagnosed as lichen planus. And that's what the dermatologist said yesterday. And it's an autoimmune. And now the hair loss, alopecia areata, it's immune. Yeah. So I find it amazing that I've been drinking green juice since the beginning of the year. And I'm almost wondering if my body is still, even though it's 10 years, if it's still leaching chemo or if the vibration is changing so much, because I know I'm not the same version I was even at the beginning of the year.
Right.
And in the letting go, that the hair is letting go. I think there's an unfolding. I think I'm in the middle of the unfolding.
And I think it's, it's just like when you're talking about healing and they talk about that it's the triangle of it all, the triad, or like Father, Son, Holy Spirit, right? It's also like mind, body, spirit. So it's about getting the mind in alignment, getting the body in alignment, and then getting our inner spirit in alignment. And if you can do all of those at the same simultaneously, that's when you get the true healing. So it's like, that's where sometimes we have to find the right remedy. And it can be medicine if people are into medicine.
I just had a big aha that we'll talk after the show, because I don't want to spend the whole show talking about me. But anyways, the bottom line, ladies, is to tap into your body, to ask Archangel Uriel for that clarity in what is going on in your world. Like Debbie said, mind, body, spirit.
Yeah.
Mind, body, spirit.
Yeah. And all about alignment. If we can get in an alignment with what our body truly desires for us, then that's when the healing activates. It doesn't have a choice. Our body only knows what we tell it to do. That's all it can do. And if we are not listening to it and we're overly stressed and we're angry and we're bitter and we just pile and pile and pile it on, right? It has to come out one way or another. It's got to come out. So it's going to come out in being overweight or anger or fighting or attracting asshole neighbors. It's going to come out. It's going to show up for us. The universe, if it's in the positive creation mode, it can also be in what are you creating that you don't want, right? It's something that I think Uriel wants to always remind us of is yeah, he will be here if you call him in and ask for the support of transmuting that energy. But we also have to be, I mean, you hear it from every single spiritual teacher out there. It's about your mindset, right? What are you sending out? And it's like a boomerang. It's gonna come right back to you. It might take a year, but whether it has to go around the moon, the sun, or a different planet, or where it's coming from, it's gonna show back up because you sent that vibration out. And so Uriel, what I've experienced is that he helps transmute my mindset, right? Transmute that negative mindset that I get, like, oh, you ate this and now you feel like shit. Well, what if I ate that and I don't feel like shit? Maybe I've just created a pattern for myself. What if I try eating, like I showed you these new tortillas that I found. I love flour tortillas. I love them. I love them since a little girl. I don't know what it is about them, but they're such a high carbohydrate food. So my body doesn't love them. I get bloated. So I went to Costco and I found these carb balance ones by Mission. They're a little bit more expensive, but I haven't had the bloating. I only have 1 or 2 a day. I still get to enjoy my little flour tortilla treat. And so there's alternatives, right? There's different remedies depending on what you put yourself out there for. I was seeking something that would benefit me, and it showed up for me. It showed up in someone else's Instagram story. I didn't even know it existed.
And I obviously was going down the wrong path and needed a course adjustment. And man, did they give me, like, I was like, what?
That was the 2x4 that Sunny always talks about.
Yeah, but right? I know, but I don't say 2x4 anymore because I had the 2x4 2 years ago, remember? Yeah. And I said to my team, I will never use that language again. But they gave me a direct sign, one to make me stop. Like, stop everything. Yeah. And that's even what I said to Sunny in mentoring. I said, I feel like I want to just hibernate again. I just want to nurture
if that's myself. What you feel like, then do it. Like, there is no shame in that game. Like, I mean, we only live once. And if hibernation feels good, I mean, if the bears and these other animals get to do it, why as humans do we not get to have that?
And you know what else? One of my son's respite workers is a safety and security specialist. And Wednesday night, he's coming to do an event in my yard on safety and security for women. And I'm going to learn how to beat the crap out of people that want to hurt me. If I need to. And
yeah, hey, you guys, defend yourself.
Exactly. To feel empowered. So between the, like Sunny reminded me today to do the taking back your power exercise, right? The ribbons, the different colors. If anybody's interested, you could book an appointment and I'll share that. Incidentally, Miss Debbie, we are booked for next Friday at 1:00 for a reading. I'm surprised. I'm telling you now.
Thank you.
So anybody who might forget, but Debbie and I are available for readings on Fridays together. And so if you're interested, you can message either one of us. So do you have your goddess deck today?
I don't.
What deck do you have on your desk?
I have a lot, but I don't have a goddess.
That's okay. You can pull from any deck you feel guided to. And if you don't mind, and then I'll pull one to close.
Is it okay if I do an affirmation instead of?
Absolutely.
I'm going to do one from this healing deck that I love so much. And I'm also, if you're okay with it, I really want to do, I want to do just a quick little exercise that I wrote. I was telling Giuliana, I was in this book. It's called When Angels Speak. And there was 22 of us authors. And I'm chapter 7, which is so cool because I'm a life path 7. But to close us out, I just wanted to allow you guys to invite Archangel Uriel in for the weekend. And I had written one, and I will do that after we pull these cards. All right. Should I pull a regular card or an affirmation card? Which do you think?
Whatever you want, because then I have a goddess. Right
just remove these cards, and I have the Archangel Power Tarot card. I'm going to grab those. Oh my gosh. Don't you love it when you move something out of the way and all of a sudden something comes in your vision?
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's the sign that we needed.
That's the sign I need today. Sorry, I cannot sing. However, it's fun. Yeah, this goes out to all our people. Okay. Okay, you doing a card first or am I?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, so I'm shuffling up. I'm doing this one. It's an old deck, Archangel Power Tarot. So I just want everyone to just, like, if you can, close your eyes, call in Archangel Uriel and any of your other angels and guides and ask them for the message that we all need to hear, because this is a general message for everyone. Okay, this card really wanted to show up. It's actually 5 of Ariel. 5 of Ariel. Raphael. Why did I say Ariel? That's
nature. She's nature.
Isn't that a Freudian slip when that happens? Because I'm staring right at it, and Ariel's in this deck, and yet I said Raphael. I want to see. Was there? That's bizarre. Maybe I need to pull another card. I'm going to do this one. I feel like I need to pull another one. That would be really funny if Ariel showed up. Anyways, this one says, oh, well, this is a perfect card. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. That is the perfect card.
I love Raphael so much.
That just takes my breath away. I just love being able to hear.
I don't have that deck. When we're done, will you take a picture and put it in the stream on our Shine Sisters page?
Yes.
So that I can connect to it when
I
do
need to get this deck.
That's one I don't have. Rad's deck now.
He redid it, and I think he did some changes and stuff. But I'm going to see. Yeah, okay. Ariel didn't come up, but for some reason Ariel popped in. So whoever needed to hear from Ariel, get out in nature. She's just reminding you that. Okay, and then I wanted to pull this. Are you going to pull a card? Did you pull a goddess card?
I did. I pulled one.
What?
I did.
What was I doing?
Getting your deck. I had mine on my desk, so I shuffled, I pulled, I have it ready to go.
Oh, go, girl, go! Magi! Oh my gosh, it's so great. Okay, go. I am so goofy. It's Friday. All right, you're up.
Okay, so I have this beautiful The Divine Feminine deck by Megan Watterson. And it is a beautiful goddess deck. And actually, the goddess that presented today is one that I'm not really popular with. It is Enheduanna, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Look at how absolutely beautiful she is. She's got a very shiny shirt on. She is in her goddess glory. She's got a humongous light crown. She's just emanating all that light.
She looks strong and she looks fierce. Yes. Like, not in a scary way. She looks like, I'm a strong lady. Hold on, people.
I'd love to share who she is. Enheduanna embodies the ability to become one with our soul, to live out our highest purpose. Born in Mesopotamia during the Akkadian Empire around 2285 BCE, she is considered not only the first known female poet, but also the first named literary author in history. It is believed she was the daughter of the Sumerian king Sargon of Akkad. She was given the title of En, which signified her tremendous political power. Sargon of Akkad named her the high priestess of the most important temple in Sumer, and she was charged with the lofty task of melding the Sumerian gods and goddesses with the Akkadian ones to create stability in the empire. She composed 42 hymns. Her most famous works are titled The Exaltation of Inanna and the Sumerian Temple Hymns. Her hymns were copied and used long after her death and considered immensely valuable, equal to the inscription of kings. She is credited with creating the structure of poetry, psalms, and prayers that were then used throughout the ancient world. Her hymns influenced and inspired the prayers and psalms of the Hebrew Bible and the Homeric epics. It is believed that she reached a semi-divine status in her lifetime and that she was considered to be the embodiment of the Sumerian goddess Inanna. That's interesting. When your soul selects her card, over 4,000 years ago, the high priestess Enheduanna wrote in the exaltation of Inanna, "Most precious lady, beloved by Anne, your holy heart is great." And in the Sumerian temple hymns, whatever enters you is unequaled, whatever leaves endures. She is the limitless love and the inexhaustible power that moves through us when we merge with the soul. We each have a personal myth. We each have an Ishta Diva, a personal deity who inspires and compels us to bring heaven right here on earth by moving us with the fierce conviction that we're divinely led. She encourages us to integrate our light and our dark. That we're divinely led.
Oops. Sorry.
To bring our unconscious aspects of self into consciousness. The high priestess is often described as the guardian of the unconscious.
Sorry.
She is that aspect in all of us that holds the veil of awareness that separates us from our inner depths. She's about merging the awareness of our soul and all the love and power it gives us with our individual personality or ego, what Swiss psychologist Carl Jung would call personality 1 and personality 2. She wants you to live and breathe your soul. She wants you to become so intimate with it that there is no longer any separation. And there are no more excuses or apologies for how powerful you are. You are the high priestess. You are eternally. She whispers, your holy heart is legendary. So, the soul voice meditation. What allows me to experience the reality of my soul? And the intention of her card, I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So isn't that interesting on this Goddess Day? She's reminding us that it's okay to be all of who we are. We don't need to be the Puritan all the time. We can acknowledge that shadow self that calls out people that are being a bitch to you. And that, yes, I get it. If I see a bitch in her, it exists in me. I've never claimed to be holier than thou. And today I can keep my crown firmly on my head, as can all of you. I love this card, Deb,
that's really good.
Solidify why I was feeling. And look at, she's orange.
Wow.
I mean, there are no accidents.
No.
Today we remind ourselves that Archangel Uriel, the fire of God, God's light, we're the Shine Sisters. We all have that light within us. He ushered in our week with bringing in that energy of clarity, of peace, of seeing the bigger picture. And Enheduanna reminds us that as our goddess selves, we can merge and integrate our light and our dark.
Yeah.
And still shine bright. That I'm safe in my body. Like Debbie reminded us of those beautiful affirmations.
That's amazing.
Thanks, Deb, for letting me share that.
That really was awesome. That was awesome.
I think I'm going to keep her out today.
Yeah, she's pretty powerful. She is very powerful. I could feel it listening to it. And not only powerful, but just a deep person, right? It just feels like a very deep energy, very strong and deep energy. I love it. So I am just, if you guys are interested, I'm going to just do a little invocation, and feel free to just follow along in your own homes, cars, wherever you're at. But I wanted to at least send us off by inviting Archangel Uriel into our day, since that was the main topic for today. So it's Dear Archangel Uriel, I invite you to support me in transmuting any fearful energy that blocks me from seeing my light and true value. I know that I am here to serve with ideas, creativity, and authenticity, which will help other people see their personal value. Thank you, God. Thank you, Archangel Uriel. And so it is. If you're interested in ever wanting to truly connect with Uriel, red is the color that he vibrates to, is what we've been taught. And you can wear that red. It'll help support you in your energy during that time of need. So again, if you want to find out more about some of the angels that I wrote about, it's called When Angels Speak. I do. I think I have 5 copies here. Otherwise, it's on my website, and they can just click on there, and it takes them to Amazon Author Central and stuff, so they can get the book there too. If that saves the money. So, thanks for letting me share that. I hope you guys felt Uriel come into our day and our goddess, and so much more that we talked about today.
Exactly. So happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Have an amazing, blessed, safe weekend. Debbie and I will have a client next Friday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Debbie and I will talk, and we'll see if her schedule allows us to come on live earlier or later. We will let you know. As always, make sure that you are following us on our Shine Sisters page. Today we did stream to both of our personal or biz pages. I'm not sure, wherever you're watching us from, make sure that you're also on our Shine Sisters page, because that's where you'll get all the notifications and cards of the week, etc. Thank you, Deb, for showing up. Thank you for being my Shine Sister. Thank you for shining your light so bright, because I know I need it. I'm so grateful. I love and appreciate you.
We reflect that to each other.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today, Ginger and Manette and Rosie and anybody else who was on that I can't see. And those that are going to feel guided to watch the replay, please let us know that you're watching the replay so Debbie and I can keep track. We're looking forward to the fall. We're hopefully going to have a goddess gathering. We will make sure, like I said, make sure to follow our page so you get all the deets. Okay, everybody? Have an amazing weekend. Bye for now, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.